Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome! We have the schedule of official content this week from CIG, so let us take a look. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members, in particular to my latest channel members, Toya Hinata, Brimstone, and Citizen Battle. Thank you all so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So for Tuesday, the narrative team will release a Galactapedia update, filling out that Galactapedia even more. Always many new articles, getting their first steps into the Galactapedia to then be further fleshed out as more information is created. This Wednesday, the roadmap will be updated again. We had a bit of a mixed bag the last fortnight ago, with the Corsair coming in with 3.18, alongside other features getting temporarily removed like the Apollo, so it will be very interesting to see what this week's roadmap update brings, with 3.18 being so close. Of course, I will cover all the changes in a dedicated video on Thursday morning. Speaking of Thursday, Inside Star Citizen returns, which will be the final episode for this quarter, stating it will follow up on all of the features of 3.18 that they have discussed so far, with new information and new answers to questions that we might have, which hopefully means we will hear more about the cargo refactor for 3.18 and what that will entail, because as of yet, they've kept it pretty quiet. And finally, for this Friday, both the subscriber vault will be updated and RSI newsletter emailed out, as well as Star Citizen Live, which the information on its guests and time will come later in the week. Now, in other news, CitizenCon is less than 2 weeks away. It is happening on October 8th, which we have the schedule for it, so we know what panels are going to be coming, but we are yet to see how long each panel will be. Now, I think this is kicking off around 3 or 4 o'clock. I think it's 4 o'clock in the UK. And I am way too excited than I should be for it. But if anything does change here for the schedule, I will keep you all up to date and let you know. The latest information on Alpha 3.18 is they are making further progress towards Evocati PTU release, with the first build being a short persistent entity streaming test to make sure the basics are working. They say there are still a few issues to resolve in order to make this test successful, so hang tight for more news on this front soon. So very happy to hear that they are almost ready for the Evocatis, and the first patch is going to be a persistent entity streaming specific patch, so not focusing on any of the other features, just making sure that PES is doing what they need it to so that it is a lot easier to move forwards. Likelihood is these builds will begin this week, and as soon as they do begin dropping, I will begin covering the patch notes here on YouTube. Now from me this week, I had a great weekend, thank you all so much for the kind words. A much needed break, I must say, since 2019 is the last time I actually had any form of holiday, but I am back and raring to go, and I will be working on getting Star Citizen Sunday done as soon as possible, plus the work ending in August. Finally need to get that done, so hopefully I can get that done this week, as well as getting anything new this week covered, like the roadmap. I'll also be streaming over at twitch.tv/supermacbrother this Thursday, 1 while 5 PM BST, and at 3 while 7 PM BST on Friday, hanging out, chatting all about CitizenCon 3.18, maybe playing a bit of 3.17 too, we'll see if I'm up for torture. It's also about to get really exciting as we are on the cusp of watching probably the most significant patch release since 3.0. Plus, CitizenCon showing off a lot of the work that has been going on in the background. The hype is really starting to raise up for me, and I can't believe how quickly it is all coming around. But there you have it. That is what to expect this week in the world of Star Citizen. Should be a great week ahead, I reckon, and I look forward to watching it all. But with that said, if you do enjoy my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also, hit that thumbs up if you don't mind, does the channel a big favour. And tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, big thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.